In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 NBA games happening on November 21st, 2022, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games. So 2 picks for each game, 6 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 NBA games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive betting picks to take your sports betting journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer anywhere from 1 betting pick a day up to 10 betting picks a day and much more. Now let's get started. Atlanta Hawks versus Cleveland Cavaliers. The Atlanta Hawks pay a visit to the Cleveland Cavaliers on Monday. Atlanta defeated the Toronto Raptors 124-122 in overtime on Saturday night. Trae Young made a long pass to A.J. Griffin, who scored a layup at the buzzer to give the Hawks the win. Cleveland completes a back-to-back when hosting Atlanta Monday after playing at home on Sunday against the Miami Heat. The Cavaliers defeated Charlotte 132-122 on Friday. Atlanta will play without Bogdanovich. Cleveland's Kevin Love is doubtful, while Ricky Rubio, Dean Wade, and Dylan Windler are out. The Hawks are 10-21 against the spread in their last 31 road games. The Cavaliers are 6-1 against the spread in their last 8 home games and 0-5 against the spread in their last 6 games overall. The over is 10-4 in Hawks' last 14 overall. The over is 4-0 in Cavaliers' last 4 home games. The Hawks are 1-5 against the spread in the last 6 meetings in Cleveland and 4-1 against the spread in the last 5 meetings. Atlanta and Cleveland have 2 of the best backcourt tandems in all of the NBA. Atlanta's duo of Trae Young and DeJounte Murray are scoring an average of 48 points per game while handing out an average of 16.9 assists. Cleveland's duo of Donovan Mitchell and Darius Garland are scoring an average of 55 points per game while handing out an average of 13.6 assists per game. While the duos are a wash head-to-head, the difference will be Cleveland's front court led by Jarrett Allen and Evan Mobley. The two are scoring a combined average of 30 points and pulling down a combined average of 19.7 rebounds per game. Cleveland is likely to play without Kevin Love, but the Cavaliers have Cedi Osman and Robin Lopez amongst others that will fill that void. Cleveland has covered the spread in 6 of its last 8 played at home. We're never sure which Hawks team is going to show up, and they lose in the underdog role by an average of 4 points. The Cleveland Cavaliers are on the end of a back-to-back, but they didn't have to play a ton of minutes after blowing out the Heat. The Cavs win at home by an average of 7 points. We're not being asked to lay much, so the Cleveland Cavaliers to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. I see the Cleveland Cavaliers locking up on defense and preventing the Hawks from scoring enough points to push this total over the number. I also expect the Cavs to slow the tempo of this game by limiting the number of shot attempts that each team takes throughout the game. Cleveland has the NBA's 29th lowest adjusted pace rating because they walk the ball up the court and use the majority of the shot clock every time they come down the floor. This slows down the game and prevents either team from scoring in transition. I also have confidence in both of these teams on defense. The Hawks hold their opponents to the 9th lowest field goal percentage and the 3rd lowest three-point percentage in the league. They will continue to contest shots near the rim and on the perimeter, denying the Cavaliers many open looks at the basket. The Cavs also allow the 10th fewest points per game and have the 7th lowest adjusted defensive rating. They'll get enough stops to keep this game under the total. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on this one NFL game after fully watching this video. Orlando Magic versus Indiana Pacers. The Orlando Magic will head to the Gainbridge Fieldhouse on Monday evening to take on the Indiana Pacers in an Eastern Conference NBA action. These teams faced off on Saturday, with the Pacers clinging on to a 114-113 home win in their first of 4 meetings during the season. The Pacers are 5-1 against the spread in their last 6 home games and 9-1 against the spread in their last 10 games overall. The Magic are 2-7 against the spread in their last 10 road games and 5-2 against the spread in their last 7 games playing on 1 day's rest. The under is 4-1 in Magic last 5 Monday games. The over is 15-7 in Pacers last 22 overall. The Magic are 7-1 against the spread in the last 8 meetings in Indiana and 5-2 against the spread in the last 7 meetings. The Magic will again be missing a few players as Moritz Wagner, Paolo Banchero, and Cole Anthony are still out, while Wendell Carter Jr. remains a game-time decision. The Pacers are still missing Kendall Browns, Andrew Nembhard, and Chris Duarte. The adjusted offensive rating shows a big difference as the Pacers are 9th in the sport with a 113.8 rating thus far, while the Magic are 20th in the NBA with a 113.8 rating thus far. The ability to knock down threes are critical to success as Indiana is 7th in the NBA with a 37.6 three-point percentage, while Orlando is 19th with a 34.5 percentage from beyond the arc. The Orlando Magic took the Pacers down to the wire on Saturday, but they still don't over numbers overall, and they lose on the road by an average of 7 points. The Indiana Pacers have covered 9 of their last 10 games, and they're winning their last 5 games by an average of 6 points. The Magic will be out for revenge in this one after falling just short to the Pacers on Saturday, but they are only 2-7-1 against the spread in their last 10 road games, while the Pacers are 5-1 against the spread in their last 6 home games. The Magic did a decent job of hanging in the contest on Saturday, but I believe that the Pacers dominate this one. The line is somewhat reasonable, so the Indiana Pacers to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. These teams have shown the ability to score the basketball as in their last 5 games. The Magic are scoring 110 points per game while the Pacers are averaging 115 points per game in that same span. Both teams are fouling and allowing the opposition to shoot free throws as Indiana is allowing 26.5 free throw attempts while Orlando is allowing 22.6 trips to the charity stripe. The over hit in 10 of their previous 12 games against one another. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. Boston Celtics versus Chicago Bulls. The Reeling Bulls host the Celtics on Monday, November 21st. Chicago has lost 4 games in a row in 6 of their last 7 games. On the other hand, Boston has 9 games in a row in 10 of their last 11 games. Chicago is coming off of a 1-point loss to the Magic at home. The Celtics defeated New Orleans in their latest game. The Celtics are 21-8-1 against the spread in their last 30 road games and 5-1 against the spread in their last 6 games overall. The Bulls are 4-11 against the spread in their last 15 home games and 0-4 against the spread in their last 4 games overall. The under is 3-0-1 in Celtics' last 4 road games. The under is 5-1 in Bulls' last 6 overall. The Celtics are 1-6 against the spread in the last 7 meetings. The Celtics are still missing Danilo Gallinari and Robert Williams, while the Bulls are still missing Lonzo Ball, who remains without a timetable for his return. 2 different teams are playing 2 different styles of basketball. The Celtics have been incredible as they have ripped through their opponents for 9 straight wins. The Bulls have lost 4 in a row as they cannot get the stops that are necessary to win. Chicago has a defensive rating of 111.8, which ranks 12th in the NBA. They have made the 3rd fewest three-pointers this season. The Celtics have made the most three-pointers in the NBA this year. The Celtics are shooting the 3rd highest shooting percentage, too. The Celtics are coming into this game as the hottest team in the league right now, while the Bulls have been ice cold and just lost to the slumping Magic in a poor loss on Friday. The Celtics are 21-8-1 against the spread in their last 30 road games, and I believe that trend continues here as they escape with the W. The Celtics' high-octane offense will be too much for an average defense in the Bulls, so the Boston Celtics to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. Although the previous meeting played in Boston returned a final score of 123-119, these 2 teams play a vastly different style when it comes to games at the United Center. The total has gone under in 13 of the last 15 Boston visits, so they'll look to rely on their defense to get the W here. They've been pretty good at that end, holding the Pistons, Hawks, and Pelicans to just 108, 101, and 109 points in 3 of their last 4 games. Chicago has had issues scoring the ball lately. They average just 108 points per game, more than 2 points less than their season average. With an average of 221 points per game scored over the last 10 meetings, I think tonight's game goes slightly below the total. This is going to be an ugly slugfest that the Celtics will eventually pull away from. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.